Well, of course, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here at Signature Esports. Apologies about a little bit of a late start here. SDK had an update right in the middle of loading into the race, and so I had to get all that stuff taken care of and figured out there. Thank you to everybody tuning in. The eNASCAR Racing Association just finished up their qualifying laps, and now we're going to get ready to go green flag racing at Iowa. And week number 8 for the drivers, it's going to be an absolute thrill to see what they're going to be able to do. 100 laps for the drivers as get a little short field today. And the only reason why we have a short field is because a lot of drivers were impacted by some of the weather that's down there in the Gulf. So our prayers are for them, and we'll hopefully see them next week, and hopefully everybody's going to be having a good day. Brennan Poole is going to be your pole sitter today. The number 15, driving the BrennanPoole.com Spartan, I think that's Spartan Mesquite on the side of that fantastic-looking Chevrolet. He's going to be your pole sitter. Richard Lucky, the traditional number 12, and he's driving that great Ford. He's going to be the outside pole sitter here. Ryan Daly and Brad Sousa, they're back in the mix. They're going to be here in row number 2. Michael Sturgill Jr. and Chad Gunningsman. That's going to make up row number 3. Tim Swiggett and Matt Kocher. That's going to be row number 4. Jay Jensen, Jeremy Little. Ready to rock and roll out there. They're going to have a whole lot of fun. Dylan Beckman and Nathan Hall. That'll make up the rear end of the field. A lot of folks out there. Our field's about basically cut in half based on just the weather, just a lot of things that were affected. So it's good to see everybody out there that is out there. Let's take a look at what the race is going to look like for you today. The track temperature right now, 75 degrees. This is just under a full mile in length to Iowa Speedway. An absolute thrill to drive, but very tight when it comes to these the corners and the corner exit braking points here. A little bit tough, so we're going to see how these drivers are going to be able to fare out. Should be a pretty quick little race here. 100 laps for the drivers here. Remember, go to ryco-motorsports.com. Check out all that stuff that they have, the new paints, new Season 4 things going on out there. Absolutely insane to see. 72-degree air temperature, 61% humidity, clear skies with a little bit of a wind there. I think the wind's going to play a big factor here. Short track racing is a whole lot of fun. Bristol Motor Speedway next week for the drivers as well. So we're going to have back-to-back weeks of short track racing. Brennan Poole is going to lead them off. Pace car is going to lead them around. We're going to have a whole lot of fun here, and a little quick 100-lapper for the drivers in Iowa. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Let's look at the short backstretch here at Iowa Speedway as the drivers get themselves back up into the fantastic-looking fantastic-looking turn 3 right there. Very, very, very short track. And it's just nice. It's nice to see. Hopefully everybody out there is having a fantastic evening, like I always say. And they're going to pace around a couple of times. Justin Levine, current points leader here in the eNASCAR Racing Association Next Gen Cup Series. So he's not out there today. He's taking the day off, I do believe. So, Justin, if you're out there, I look forward to seeing you back next week. Let's see. Second in points is going to be Chad Gunningsman here. And Brad Sousa is third in points. Mike Sturgill fourth. Timothy Swiggett 5th, Matt Kocher, Brennan Poole. All these guys, there's wins all across the board. Gunningsman has a win. Kocher has a win. Brennan Poole has a win. Manning has a win. Lucky, Joey Brown, they all have wins. So we're looking forward to seeing it. Hopefully you're having a fantastic drive here. If you have not been a part of iRacing, go to iRacing.com. The Ryco setups are going to be a good place for you to start. There are different setup shops, but I recommend Ryco. That's what I use whenever I need a setup, especially something that I can't figure out myself. They do a fantastic job over there. Pace car is going to dive off on the pit road. We're going to go green flag racing right here, Iowa Speedway. You'll see the lap counter kind of drop down back to 1 here in 3, 2, 1. Green flag racing for everybody here. 51 of Daly there to the backside of the 15 into the corner. Turn 1 already hot and heavy. You want to keep that thing as low to the ground as you can get to get that front spoiler, that front nose weight of these next-gen cars. They're doing a lot of testing out there in they saw them at Daytona this week for NASCAR, so they're going to be doing a whole lot more testing with those cars. Up next to the wall is Lucky in that number 12 car. He's going to try to utilize the outside lane. And moving and grooving, both of the drivers are. There is a battle for second. There's Ryan Daly at number 51. Is going to have the 12 of Richard Lucky to his backside. That 4 trying to make some moves here to get to the back bumper of the number 15. Michael Sturgill Jr. up a spot already. Here's the number 77 making his moves as well. Hopefully everybody out there is having a great night. Make sure you give us a like, give us a follow, give us a share. We'd love to see you all out there. Matthew Leedy, thank you for the like out there on Facebook. We appreciate you. Signature Esports is a platform for eNASCAR Racing Association action. Thank you to John Betlem Heating and Cooling as well. Oh, 77 a little bit free on the corner right there. He's going to drop down and come back up the track, get himself back up to speed. Fastest lap of the race just ran by. That man right there, that number 4 car, 23.544 for him. So fastest driver out there is the number 4 car. We're going to see what kind of laps he's going to be able to turn down now. Brendan Poole just ran his fastest lap of the race this last time by 23.60, and that is where they're going to be sticking through. Brendan Poole, Richard Lucky, Brad Sousa running fast laps. Gunningsman just ran another fast lap, 23.34, starting to catch the field here. As you see the number 42 car, that Chevy's dialed in. Maybe not the qualifying lap he wanted, but it's looking like he's going to have the pay-to-win setups number 42 there to the inside of the 51. They're moving. They're grooving. They're having a heck of a day. Gunningsman, fastest car still on the racetrack at the moment, as that Abruzzi Raceware number 4 doing a pretty darn good job. Tim Swiggett, there's the number 52, has the number 2 to his inside. There's some teammates. Jay Jensen trying to catch back up to the number 4 car. They are driving for that wonderful Penske team. So Jay Jensen, Richard Lucky trying to pull together, and then you got the number 4 running for the Stewart Haas race team, and he's catching the field. And he's kind of a lone rider today. Maybe the Stewart Haas team is going to be able to make it work. Nathan Hall back here, he's I think he's just taking his time. He's running exactly the same lap times pretty much as what the race leader is. Actually, that time a little bit faster. Brendan Poole ran a 23.79, same as Rich Lucky. Nathan Hall ran a 23.65, able to get himself back up and catch up a little bit. Dylan Beckman, the number 17, driving the DeWalt paint scheme right there. He's having a decent day. Everybody running sub 24, so I do believe they're starting to figure it out. Matt Coucher, the only driver that ran above a 24 last time by, so maybe he's just trying to figure out his car. We talked to Matt last basically every time that he gets inside the top 3. It's always about figuring out what that car is going to do. Richard Lucky just made the pass on Brendan Poole for the lead. He got around that that number 15, and Rich has been super fast. He's going to try to be as consistent as he can. There's the number 42 of Susu doing his job there in 3rd. Missed the pass. Gonna have to go back and take a look at that one. Because, come on, Richard Lucky. Here it is. Here's the pass for the lead. Richard goes to the inside. Brendan Poole was a little bit high right there. And Rich drops in. Turn 3, makes the pass. Comes back to it. There it is. Lucky extended the lead for 10ths of a second over Brendan Poole. Brendan Poole has, like I said, has a win in the series already. They're going to have to at least pit one time here. Ryan Daly looking like he's making some moves back here. He and Chad Gunningsman battling side by side. Turn 1 for the number 4, trying to get to the back bumper of the 42. Number 4 gets around the 51. 51 drops back to 5th as the number 4 car of Gunningsman really starting to increase that pace. Get himself in position to be where he needs to be over the long haul. 42 of Sousa in his sights. They are holding on to a sunset kind of race here. I like the way that the HDR looks now with the new update with iRacing. Tell me what you think out there, folks. I'd appreciate you if you did. And the next gen cars, which one's your favorite one? Do you like the new Fords? Do you like the new Chevys? Do you like the new Toyotas? Here's a look at all of them. Even though I probably won't drive it, I'm a fan of the way the Toyota looks. The new 2022 Camrys for the NASCAR for the NASCAR circuit. Those next gen cars are going to look pretty darn smooth. Michael Sturgill Jr. fell back a few spots, getting loose, but now he's worked his way back into the mix. That new Chevy that he's got back up to 6th. He's trying to get back to 5th. That's where he started. So the number 15, or after lap 15, he's holding on to it. It's going to be a pretty pedestrian night, folks. Maybe some battles, maybe some small battles, maybe some big battles. We might be able to see what's going to happen here. 42, Sousa there to the inside of Brendan Poole, really making it stick. Here's the gyro cam as he battles side by side with Brendan Poole. Brendan Poole's going to be there to his outside. Looks like Sousa is going to be midline, low line run and try to get to the back bumper. Feather in the throttle with the number 12 car. Brendan Poole up next to the wall. Look how close he's getting to the wall right there. He's got a little right front damage, it looks like there. Not quite sure. He might have tapped the wall a little bit, but that's the way it looks. There's the front of those cars. Oh! Missing something here. Looks like Rich Lucky might have tapped the wall there. No caution. So Rich off the pace. I don't know if he got loose or what happened there. Trying to give you all of the fantastic racing lines and some of the cameras. And man, oh man, there he is. Richard Lucky falls back to 11th. He was doing a decent job there. Ryan Daly is going to be your race leader now, as we're going to see the 12 of Lucky fall back. The 51 is there. Brendan Poole back to 3rd. Did Sousa fall back as well? I think the 42 is back to 7th now. So lots of things changed here as they're moving forward. Average strength of field here, roughly about 3,800. So that's a pretty darn good strength of field for the Next Gen Series and for the drivers that are right here. Mike Sturgill Jr. had to work his way back to the front after getting free a little bit. So Sturgill's going to be coming around and trying to get his leading ways back into it. So he's there to the bottom as the number 51 of Ryan Daly holds on to the back bumper, drives to the inside, 77 down into the corner here. I was going back and trying to take a look here, folks, of what happened with our good friend Brad Sousa there. I know Lucky was there. Richard Lucky. This is lap 17. So lap 21 being completed. Not without its fair share of a little bit of drama there. That I'd say drama. That was really drama. It was more the lines, man. Kind of what happened. It didn't show me any contact over here, so that's what's making it a little bit fishy for me. And so I'm just trying to figure out what happened there. I'll have to go back and take a look at the end. Maybe put up some clips and some highlights for these drivers. Mike Sturgill 1.4 seconds over Ryan Daly, and then Jay Jensen in 3rd now as Jeremy Little, the number 7 car, is trying to hold on to 4th over Brendan Poole. Brendan Poole, who's your pole sitter, is kind of off pace just a little bit, maybe a little right side damage. 22 of 100 for the drivers. He's going to put it up next to the wall. And we know that Brendan Poole is a long run kind of driver, but maybe that little bit of right front damage might be doing him some harm. Gunningsman in 5th. We're talking a lot about him early on. The Stewart Haas driver, the lone Brute C Racewear driver in here, has that Ford Mustang on lockdown, and similar to what the 77 is doing. Brendan Poole coming into pit road at the moment, that little bit of right front, 24 in. So kind of makes me wonder what the pit road cycle is going to be. You know, what are they going to? Are they going to be able to come in 24, 25 laps and then go the rest of the race and try to figure that out? So we'll see what happens with Brendan Poole. We'll see if he goes. He's going to go a lap down this time by. It's pretty easy to go a lap or two down, but you just never know what you're going to be able to do. So Sturgill Jr. out front, 1.9 seconds. Jay Jensen in 2nd now, trying to track down the 77. As we're seeing just a little bit of that long haul be put to the test. Jeremy Little to 3rd. And Jeremy Little, I do believe, does have a win in the series. We'll go and take a look here real quick for you as I pull up all the rest of the stuff. Give me just a second, folks. Jeremy Little does not have a win, but He's got a pretty darn good average start. Average start 6th. His average finishes has been 11th as of late, but he's sitting 14th in points at the moment. So we'll see how that kind of rolls for these drivers. Continue to move forward. Sturgill 2.2 seconds out front. Jay Jensen second. Jeremy Little. This is the battle for second going on right here as you take a look for all of the drivers. Remember, give us a like and follow on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Make sure you go like John Betlem Heating and Cooling on their Facebook page, but go to johnbetlem.com if you're in the Rochester, New York area. I appreciate it if you do that, as they're just a fantastic company. Area code 585-271-8888. Again, 585-271-8888 is their phone number up there in the Rochester, New York area. It's about to be that time. Make sure you get your preventative maintenance done. It would be absolutely killer on your system if you didn't change your air filter or do anything that kind of helped yourselves. Brennan Poole had to jump to pits on 24. See, he left pit road. Something happened. Something happened to his car. Your pole sitter got into it. I wonder if he got into the gas. He got in here. I'm not quite sure. Oh, he did. Oh, something happened there. He had to jump back to pit road. So hopefully you get back out there and finish the race. I know he was getting some of those repairs taken care of and wanted to get back out there and run. I know that that's kind of the way it looks. So it looks like he is going to be out of the race. Maybe that solidified the car. Jay Jensen starting to catch Mike Sturgill Jr. just a little bit. About 2 seconds has been the difference. But Mike has been pretty solid so far, running very consistent laps. His last lap, 24.47. Jay Jensen, 25.52 or 24.52. Let's take a look at the last 5 lap times from the top 2. As you see, Jensen catching 27, 28, 29. Sturgill better on 26 and 30. So let's take a look at this lap time. We'll see what is going to happen here. Rolling through it this time by Sturgill just about a 10th better, actually exactly 1/10 better over Jay Jensen that last lap. Let's see what's happening between the number 2 and the number 7. And Jeremy Little a little bit better on 29, 30, 31. And that is probably because he's able to follow the line and change some things. This time, Jensen just a little bit better than the 7, but the 7 looks like he's going to try to utilize some of the outside lane just to gain a little extra speed onto the backstretch. The backstretch really working for these drivers, as you'll see the different points of entry. 7 to the higher side on 3 and 4. Crossover move might be coming here. Not quite. 2's going to be there. And the lap time's kind of pretty much about a 10th apart. Yeah, right there. So Mike Sturgill Jr. all the way up here, about 1/100th of a second faster on the last lap, 32, just a little bit closer for Jensen and the rest of the field. Jeremy Little did make the pass here. We missed it there as we switched camera views for you. 7-2, and Kocher, I talked about him earlier, needing the long run to just kind of figure things out, and he's done so. He's already worked himself all the way back up to 4th here. So that'll put him up 4 spots. Biggest mover of the race is going to be Jeremy Little, up 8 positions. He started in 10th, so he's going to be here in 2nd place, trying to track down Mike Sturgill Jr. So the 2 Chevys battling it out. There's a Ford and a Toyota, all up there inside the top 5. Another Ford in the form of Chad Gunixman, who's been super fast all race. He still has the fastest lap of the race, 23.34 for that driver. 24.91 was his last lap. Jeremy Little a little bit faster than Mike Sturgill, as he gets in a 2/10 of a lap better his last time by. So we're going to kind of just temporarily see what they're going to be doing here, taking our time, enjoying our run. I encourage everybody that's out there watching, chat it up, give us a like, give us a follow, make sure you do all that stuff, just because I like chatting with you folks. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Nathan Hall looks like he came to pit road and is out of the race. Ryan Daly, the number 51, was leading at one point and now has fallen 9 seconds off the pace, and he's trying to figure some things out here. He and Mr. Tim Swiggett, they're working themselves to the bone here. Brad Sousa in 8th off 4 from where he started. He was up there in 2nd for a moment. And they were battling for the lead there for a moment, and that's it. Just I didn't see what happened. I kind of wish this had updated that for me. Mike Sturgill Jr. leading them around here, folks. They're going to be enjoying it. Pause for the vocal break here for you. I will be back with you in 2 shakes of lamb's tail. Just going to take a drink. Thank you so very much for your patience out there. Appreciate you very much. Sturgill, Little, Jensen, Kocher, and Lucky. Now, Rich Lucky, who was leading at one point, his highest position was right there in the lead. He's working his way back to the front here. He's right there behind the number 1 car. He got around Chad Goonigsman just a moment ago. And nobody has come to pit road yet, so we're just kind of trying to bide our time. We're going to see what's going to happen here. There's the 12 to the inside of the 1 here. Battle for 4th here, going to the number 12. Richard Lucky getting around Kocher for just a second. Looks like he might go ahead and clear him here. So the 1 falls back to 5th as Chad Goonigsman tries to work his way back to the front. And, man, good little run for him there as they continue to move forward. Jay Jensen in third, 2.6 seconds off of the 77 of Sturgill, but I will tell you that the 7 has gained a little bit of ground, but over the last couple of laps, it's kind of just tapered off. 43 of 100. Mike Sturgill trying to save here just a little bit as you're seeing him get into the front stretch. 44 of 100. Pedestrian kind of race tonight. I kind of hope Bristol goes this way. Whoop, Top Esports is not supposed to be up there. I apologize about that logo being up there, folks. Top Esports logo is not supposed to be up there. That was our race yesterday. That is many apologies. Apologize to Ken out there. That wasn't supposed to be up there, folks. So that Top Esports logo kind of just was out of my OBS site there. 77, 7-2, 12-1. And that's going to be the Ryko-Motorsports.com, John Betlem Heating and Cooling. Top Esports is, like I said, it's a part of the other, one of the other leagues that I broadcast for on Monday nights. So, nothing wrong with that, but it's a spot for that league, not for this league. This league is the Next Gen Series League. That's a Truck Series League. So, eNASCAR Racing Association, Iowa 100 Next Gen Cup cars. Mike Sturgill losing some ground here. 1.4 seconds. Jeremy Little screaming fast last time by. Sturgill ran a 25-second lap just a few laps ago. Here's the last 5 at the bottom of your screen here, as Sturgill loses about a half second, his half-second lead over 43, 44, 45, 46, a little bit better. So Mike's doing good things here. He's kicking Tookish's Jay Jensen in on pit road. Maybe making he's got some right side damage. That 2 car does have some right side damage. Man, oh man, look at that. We take a look at what he's got going on there. These cars tend to watch it. What's up, Jeremy? Good to see you at the ER with your kiddo right now. Ken, I hope the little one's doing okay. I know the ER visits are, we had that just recently, so I completely understand that. Next Gen, yeah, these guys are nice, Jeremy. Hopefully you're having a good day out there as well. There's Mr. Michael Sturgill Jr., 49 of 100, coming to pit road already. Yeah, Ken, if the beginning part of this race, sorry about that. Top Esports was on there. I didn't mean to do that. Richard Lucky back out front. He was super fast, and he was trying to pass some cars. Well, I tell you what, he's ready to rock and roll. 50 of 100, so they're going to split this into the halfway to halfway mark here for everybody. Appreciate everybody out there. Let me like your comments. And actually, I'm going to give that one a big old heart to heart. Just got home, got called out. Yeah, that's what you were saying, Jeremy. Hopefully you're having get called back in at 5:30. Holy cow, man. Hate being on call. Yeah, I can understand that. I really can understand that. Richard Lucky leading 3.8 seconds over the number 4 car. We talked about Mike Sturgill Jr. He came out on 49. He's going to be leaving pit road. He'll be the first car one lap down at the moment. Jeremy Little comes off pit road with the number... What's the number 77? So the 77 to the 7. The trip 7's right there. Man, oh man, they're rolling. Richard Lucky does come to pit road, so Gunningsman's going to be a race leader over a couple of laps here. Let's see how long he sticks it out here for everybody. Hey, Jeremy, do me a favor. I'm trying to test something. I got these lights over here that my kids gave me. Just got hit by the hurricane. Yeah, I've been hearing it. I know that a lot of folks are out because of that reason. That's what I said in the beginning of this race. A lot of folks are out of the race because of we got a shortened field tonight because of that. And this hurricane season's been pretty atrocious for the Gulf Coast. And these folks, my hat's off to you. I live here in the Midwest, and we only get the remnants. And I tell you what, these it just becomes scary, if that makes sense to you and to me. Number 4 in and off pit road. Coacher is going to be your race leader. Swiggett, Timothy Swiggett hasn't come to pit road yet. He is catching the 1 car pretty quick. I do believe the one's coming to pit road this time, so it looks like the 52 might be thinking about leading the lap here. Is going to do so. 54 of 100. All that rain coming in. Yeah, well, I tell you what, Tennessee's had all that flooding. That's that right there is going to be hard. 51, little right side on the 51. Looks like he might be thinking about coming to pit road here pretty soon. He's going to come around, but Tim Swiggett's still leading here as he's got a few cars right there to the back bumper. There's Richard Lucky, the number 12 car to the inside of the 52. He's going to get a lap back here as the 52 comes around and leads. At 80-mile-an-hour winds back when hurricane. Oh man! Whenever I was deployed in North Carolina, or when I was in North Carolina, we had Katrina work that we had to do. So when we weren't stationed in Afghanistan and Iraq, we went down to Katrina, and I tell you what, I know what we dealt with the aftermath there, and I've been through my fair share of hurricane storms, but never anything that was enough damage like what you guys are getting now, and what Katrina was. Just insane. Sousa coming off pit road. Looks like he's going to be running with some fresh ones. 54, lap 54 is when he came in. Tim Swiggett completing lap 57 at the moment. There you what, folks. Thank you for the like out there, Mike. Appreciate you very much. Joey got hit by the hurricane. Man. Insane. Testing out some of this stuff. All these alerts. I'm trying to, let's see. Facebook's been... Oh, there it is. There we go. Gonna save that. Mr. Robbins, do me a favor. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. I wanted to see if my alerts were going to be working correctly, because I have this light thing that's supposed to be working, and I don't know what's happening with it. So, trying to figure some stuff out at the same time. But I tell you what, Swiggett, 12 seconds over Sturgill right now. He's going to hold on to it for as long as he can, and I don't blame him. That'll put great broadcasters thinking, thank you very much. I appreciate you, man. I don't fish for likes. I'm testing things all at the same time. I want my alerts to do the right thing here. Kosher runs his fastest lap of the race and the fastest lap of the race this last time by. I think he figured a few things out. 23.27 for that driver was the last lap that he ran. So congratulations on him on being the fastest guy out there in that Toyota, the only Toyota out there in the field at the moment. And Matt is certainly enjoying it. Sturgill works his way back up to second as Tim holds on to the lead right now. Coach are trying to get his lap back. He's going to do so. He's going to follow the number 52. And the one with all those fresh tires is going to stay right there behind the 52. Maybe across, yeah, I was going to say low line's going to be preferred line for the 152, just trying to stay out of the way, but he's just wanting to lead. Just wanting to lead. Everybody, like I said, thoroughly enjoys what they're doing here. Every once in a while. See, the chat's working. Kind of dig the chat. We'll have to figure that out. We have to do a test session. Mike Sturgill Jr. closing that last lap for Tim was a 26-second lap. And Tim would have the advantage. He's got roughly about 37 laps to go here as they complete lap 64. Sturgill catching 4.3 seconds off the difference. But I tell you what, Jeremy Little's hot on his trail for second place right there. And this will be the battle for the lead here very soon, because Tim's going to be having to come to pit road. And if he doesn't come to pit road, then, I mean, he'll quickly fall back. But 64 of 100, he's going to push it all the way to the end. Splitting the short track in half as far as pit cycle goes kind of just makes sense to me. That's what I would do. I mean, 100 laps, so you might as well go in on 50 or somewhere around that. And all good things. 52.77, Lucky all the way back to fourth now. Look for him to be fast here very soon as well. Good long run speed for him. We watched that early on with him. And right now he's running faster laps than pretty much everybody in front of him. Michael Sturgill Jr., the number 7, going around, so they're going to take away the lead again. 77.7 is going to put Tim Swiggett back there in third, and 66 laps in. Might just try to push it for as long as he can. I would. I'd take that back. He's coming to pit road. So the 52 in on pit road. Not going to lose that much ground to these drivers. If he can get down pit road, get himself into his pit stall, and get back out. Jay Jensen getting his damage repaired, so he's still on pit road. He's going to be in 10th place. Ryan Daly there in 9th. Brad Sousa trying to work his way back. He's going to be a lap down at the moment, so he's working his way around. There's the 52 getting to his pit stop. He's going to be there. He's going to, maybe just a little bit off. So it's going to put him a lap down this time by. Should be a lap down this time by. My relative lap is updating. There it is. Tim to his pit stop. Gets his pit stop taken care of. Oh, did he get hit with a penalty? Oh. Something's going on there. So Tim's going to go 2 laps down. Hopefully he didn't get hit with a penalty there. That's the only reason why you normally see a driver staying on in their pit stop for 40 plus seconds, and he did. I think he got a pit road speeding penalty. Sturgill, Little, Lucky, Gunningsman, Dylan Beckman, the number 17. Quiet night for him. Kind of staying out of the way. Top 5 night for him so far. He's just been kind of cruising. 24.4 for him on the last lap. Kocher right behind him, 23.78. Came in on pit road on 54. So he's got 5-lap pressure tires. Then Dylan Beckman. Dylan just kind of chilling, relaxing. There's the number 17 with him as well. Well, dang, oh dang, folks. Kocher goes around for 5th. Following along with the 17 here. There is the battle for the lead. Still 3/10, almost 4/10 of a second. Sturgill and Little doing what they can. 24.26 for the driver. Kocher 24 seconds flat on his last lap. So I don't think Matt's done yet. Gunningsman came in on 52. Lucky came in on 51. 3-lap difference on his tires. Looks like Gunningsman, I might have had a little blink there as he kind of disappeared for a second on my relative. All good, though. 77, 7, 12, 4, and the number 1 car. That's going to be everybody. Looks like Swiggett back on pit road right now. Something happened there. Maybe get an extra set of tires changed. I don't. Sturgill trying to hold that half-second lead, 24 or 75 laps, lap 75 being completed. I'm looking at three different things here, folks. Apologies about that. Jeremy Little, Richard Lucky, Gunningsman, coach, you're all right there. Hey, man. Jeremy, I appreciate you, brother. You do your thing, and look forward to seeing you again here in the next week or so. I know you got 2 races with us here coming up very soon, so get some rest. You're going to need it. That's for darn sure. Sturgill, Jeremy Little, Richard Lucky in third. Lucky 3.3 seconds off the pace here, but he is faster than Jeremy Little. Here's a look at the. Oh, let's do this. Let's do the battle box here. Battle for first, 1 and 2 right here. That's the difference you see with those drivers. Right there at the bottom right of your screen. Jeremy Little to Richard Lucky behind. Here's Richard Lucky. The distance, you're going to see it right there, the gap, how it's shrinking over time between the 12 and, see here it is, the 12 and the 7. So Lucky 2.2 seconds, the difference between he and, or 2.3 seconds, the difference right here. It does look like that's the difference between Jeremy Little and Richard Lucky right there. It's for second and third, so that's kind of where they are at. Lucky gaining on Sturgill here, and the gap ever slightly increasing with 22 laps to go for the number 77. Coacher about 12 seconds off the pace, 11.8 to be exact. He's moved up a little bit here and really kind of had a good drive. Let's follow along in his cockpit view here. Getting himself in. Brennan Poole had a little bit of contact earlier, maybe up into the wall. Something happened with him early in the race. And I'll have to create a little highlight. I think that's what I'll have to do for these drivers. And I probably should be doing more of that for these drivers, especially going forward. Here's Dylan Beckman right here in the number 17. That way I save every replay. You might as well do it, right? Dylan Beckman driving the number 17, the eNASCAR Racing Association. Look at that beautiful sunset coming across the track. It's cool on that racetrack right there, and where it's cool kind of makes those hot tires a little bit more slippery. Gear ratio much higher. They're in 5th gear here. What if he's using like a 4.11? It would make sense to me. Here's Sturgill, 0.7 of a second. Richard Lucky about 2 seconds off of the pace of Little. 19 laps to go. Still a lot of racing left to go here, but I'm curious to see what's going to happen to any of these drivers. Jeremy Little, the Greenville, South Carolina native, there he is. He's having a good race. Lucky in third from Cincinnati, Ohio. Does it say where Chad's from? It does not. It says where Matt's. No. Dylan Beckman in the 17. There he is. We're just being nosy, seeing where everybody's from, seeing if they put some of the driver information in. Here's Brad. That's the 52. Tim Swiggett trying to come back and get some of his laps back. Charge Racing, number 52, is out there leading. I think he had the right strategy. Over 20 laps or 25 laps. I think when he came to pit road the first time, 64, 65. With 35 laps, you could get back around and get your lap back and gain a few extra positions and be super fast to be able to contend. But something happened on pit road. He's had to stay in on pit road for quite a while. And then they had to come back down pit road. 15 to go here. Sturgill still trying to hold on to it. But Tim's still in 9th place. Nothing wrong with that. 4 laps down at the moment. Sousa a lap down, Daly a lap down. These guys were competing for the race lead not long ago, and all those things just kind of took away from it. Sturgill, 0.8 of a second now, 14 laps to go. The car that I'd be looking for here is Mr. Lucky here. Richard Lucky has the pace and might have the pace to win this race. So the number 12 car comes back down into turn 3, turn 4 is about 2 seconds off the pace, but his lap times are about 1/10 better than Mike Sturgill Jr. And Jeremy Little gonna have to hold on to what he's got. So there's the 7 right there, catching a little bit of ground. 77 up near the wall just a little bit. Jeremy Little right behind him. Richard Lucky trying to track down the 77. That Ford having a decent drive. Here's the front stretch look for him. 12 laps to go. A pretty nice little race for everybody. Feather, feather, feather. You hear that feather? This is the nose of Rich Lucky in the number 12. Gooning's been 9 seconds off the pace. Coacher goes all the way back to 15 seconds. He's got Dylan Beckman not far off of him. Coacher looked like he was more of a short run kind of speed. I'm not quite sure. He made some adjustments that were really good. He came in a little bit later than everybody else. But Dylan Beckman came in on 49. Looks like the one up near the wall right there. Maybe a little right side for him. But Dylan Beckman starting to close the distance down here to the number 1 car, that Toyota right in front of him. Trying to look at his car to see if he does have any. It doesn't look like he has any damage. About to make it interesting for 5th place. The 17 trying to take that forward around. 10 laps to go. Does look like, up next to the wall. 17's going to hold down. One, I don't know. Maybe Matt's a little bit free. He's trying to keep it out of the wall. He's got a clean looking Toyota right there. Sturgill 1.1 seconds over Jeremy Little. The battle for second, about 0.6 of a second from being a battle here. That's exactly what I'm looking at as the 12 is starting to close down. Here's the gearbox view. There's where the 12 is in relative to the 7 of Jeremy Little. Rich Lucky right behind him. Front stretch into turn 1 and turn 2. Guzman not far off. There's the 52 of Tim Swiggett right behind these guys, and this is what new tires on an older lap would do. This almost would have worked into his favor. Something did not happen. I don't know what happened to him, but something did happen. Right there's the 52, the 12. We're kind of right along here. The 12's right there in front of him. Coacher in on pit road this time by. Here's Jeremy Little looking to a pass. Right there. Looks like Lucky trying to go to the inside here. He's got the gearbox. Here's the gyro. Oh, they get into each other a little bit there. 12 and the 7. A little contact made by both of the drivers. There's the 52 there. Richard Lucky making that pass. There's a 7 right there with him. 6 laps to go. Mike Sturgill Jr. out front. 1.8 seconds. The more that Lucky and Little kind of battle it out, the more that you're going to see here. You see the left front damage. Rich went down into the corner. And, old tires you just kind of drift back up the track. The natural rotation of the cars to lift up the track, and it's kind of what happened there and got into the side. But no damage done. There's the number 7 car. He's in 3rd. Still up 7 spots. Mike Sturgill Jr. up 4, started 5th, and has had a good little race right here. 1.9 seconds, almost 2 seconds over the race. There's the 52 trying to go to the inside of the 7 here. 52 on fresher tires. Just trying to keep it clean. Trying to work his way around. 3 to go now as the Iowa 100 has been pretty darn pedestrian, been pretty darn easy. And Lucky, I don't think he has enough time to be able to send it in and try to close any kind of distance down for the race win here. But he did battle back after what had happened early on. And we'll have to ask him in the post-race because I didn't see it. We'll have to talk to him. He did have a little bit of right front damage, and now I think he got that fixed. Just maybe it was a couple of seconds or something like that. But he was able to battle himself back, get himself back to second here, and do a phenomenal job of working through some of the traffic and some of the adversity. White flag is going to wave, brought to you by John Betlem Heating and Cooling. Go to johnbetlem.com or go and find out give them a call, 585-271-8888, Rochester, New York area, because, they need you. Sturgill had a great race. He comes around. He's going to win it here. He's going to win it here in style. 77 does it here. Richard Lucky finishes in second. Jeremy Little in third. Does look like Gunningsman's going to finish in fourth. Beckman in fifth. Daly and Sousa are going to come around. They're going to finish their laps. Kocher is going to be out. Jensen 53 laps down in 10th. Hall and Poole are going to finish 11th to 12th. Still points there for the drivers. Not able to hold on to it. And man, oh man. Good little race. It was a lot of fun. Let the 77 kind of celebrate. Here's your race results again. eNASCAR Racing Association Next Gen Cup Series. I said results. Show me the results. Show me the money. I mean, what? Well, where'd it go? Overall show. Well, apparently the race results are not going to show, folks. This happened the last time that we had an update with with SDK, so I'll have to figure that out again. All right, you see it on the left side of your screen. That's going to be your unofficial race results. Sturgill, Lucky, Little, Gunningsman, Beckman, Daly, Sousa, Swiggett, Kocher, Jensen, Hall, and Brennan Poole is going to finish in 12th. Just some early incidents, early contacts right there for the folks. Always good to see everybody doing what they do. Let's go and take a look at our race winner. Should be coming. Oh, there he is. 77 in the 7. Gonna nose it right there. Look at him go. Photo mode right there. That's what that is, right? All right, let's see if we can talk to anybody. Somebody. I don't know that they are. Rich is in his channel. Let's see if we can bring him down and have a little chit chat with him real quick. Here's your race winner, the 77 of Mike Sturgill Jr. Does have a good race, and there's Rich. Hey, Rich, I was just looking for you, man. Give me just a second. Congratulations, P2 here. I think another 10 laps. I think you tracked down the 77. It looked like you were you had to kind of lost some track positions early on. I didn't really see what happened there because I was switching cameras and some things just kind of moved around. And but walk us through the race, kind of what happened there. You worked yourself all the way back to the front, and P2 finish. I couldn't be happier if that were if I were in that position.
Oh yeah, the race started off really good. I qualified on the front row, so I was happy with that. I don't know what happened with Poole. He pitted and then logged out, but no, I was happy with where we qualified and then got out to the lead and then just tried to back it down a little bit and save the tires. And I'm not really sure what happened. There was a little bit of contact in my left rear. It wasn't on purpose or anything, and then just kind of went sideways and it killed that right rear tire for I think the rest of the run. But I ended up at the back, I think all the way in last. And I don't know, just tried to regroup and dig the whole way and see how far I could get. And I just wanted to split the run with pitting so I could try to get the most out of the tires. And came in 2 laps after halfway and tried to run it from there and was on dig the whole time. And worked my way back up there. Had a little bit of contact with the 7 on accident. That was my fault. I kind of came up a little bit, but That got me to second, and then just was out of time to get to the lead. But I felt like I was very, very fast tonight. At one point, I was almost 6 seconds behind those guys. So it's nice to just be able to run them down a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at before the pit stop. You were about 9 seconds off the pace, and then getting that extra couple of laps because they came in on 49. So getting those extra couple of laps for you, it seemed like Iowa's the track, unlike Bristol, where when the leader comes in, you come in. Here at Iowa, it seemed like you could give yourself a couple of laps to be able to work if you had your own strategy.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of different strategies that would work. Some guys short pitted, I think some guys ran it long. If they would have got a caution, that would have worked. So it makes it a little bit difficult when everybody's on a different strategy like that. But that's what adds to, the racing. And it was a good race. I mean, congratulations to the winner and all them guys up front. And it was a lot of fun.
Well, Rich, I congratulate you on working your way back to the front there, and just another good race here for the NASCAR Racing Association. Give your shout outs out there, and I appreciate you taking the time to come in here and get interviewed by me.
Yeah, thanks for doing the broadcast every week. It's real fun to go back and watch. I want to just thank my teammates and Jay Jensen. After he smacked the wall and was out of the race, he spotted for me the rest of the night, was reading me lap times and kind of giving me some advice and telling me where everybody was running. So thanks to him. And thanks to Ken Byron, who, pretty much puts this deal on, everybody at Ryko Setups and everybody here at ENRA League. So just thank you, everybody.
Absolutely, my man. I appreciate you. And I do, like I said, look forward to seeing you guys next week. It's going to be Bristol. Bristol's going to be tough, but I think it's going to be a good race.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely. That's Richard Lucky. He finishes second in that number 12 car. And since Jeremy's already up here, Jeremy, talk to me about your race. He did say there at the end that he got a little bit into you. And old tires, if you drive it in, you're a little deep, depending on where your braking is, you're going to have a tendency to drift up the track, and unintentional, but third place finish nonetheless. You were super fast all race long, and there at the green flag pit stops, I thought for sure that you were going to be all over the back bumper of the 77 for the rest of the race. Walk me through your race and how it went for you.
Yeah, it was a great night here for the Spire team with Mike taking the win, and thought we had a 1-2 there for a little bit. I don't think Richard meant anything by it when we got together there, and he was coming pretty quick. So the chance I could have kept him on that low line pinch down and held him off for another 5.5 laps probably pretty slim. So I think we kind of finished where we expected. Little harder work than we wanted. Had a good shot at the pole with some good speed and brushed the wall and messed that up. Had to start near the back, but I'm pleased to get a podium. This is a tough league to do it in, and pleased to get one tonight for sure.
Strength of field right around 3,800 just for the 12 drivers that were in here. That's absolutely insane.
Yeah, I usually go in with a 32 and feel like I'm one of the best, and here that puts me down near the bottom. So it's a tough field every week, and this is a good track for me. I just always love it, no matter what car I'm in. And spent a little time today working. We're on one of these fast Ryko sets, but found a little more long run speed, a little more right front saving adjustments we made earlier today, and that was the difference tonight. This thing just held its speed well throughout the run and didn't abuse that right front, which is so easy to do here.
It seemed like you were definitely on cruise control there for a little while, rhythm being a part of it. Congratulations on a P3 finish here, and of course your time to shine. Give your shout outs out there, and we'll go and talk to Mr. Sturgill.
Yeah, thank you guys at Signature for putting this on, and Ken and Ryko for the league. I've enjoyed it. Looking forward to running these things as they phase out the current car. Got to thank Mike and Austin Edwards, who ran some with us early in the year, had to drop out, but still helps us with some setups. Edwards Setup Shop, he does great work too. Got to thank my team, Triple O Motorsports, a lot of them behind the scenes practicing and working with us, don't race in the league. RS Button Boxes, Habitat, one of our local establishments here. If anybody's ever in the Greenville area, check them out. Just a great night for us. We're looking forward to next week.
Bristol's going to be hot and heavy, and I look forward to it as well. My man, have a great week, and we'll see you next week.
I'll see you. Thank you.
Absolutely. And last but not least, the man himself, I'm just gonna let you guys kind of just jump in here and do your thing. There's the number 77's car, Cincinnati, Ohio native, Mr. Sturgill. Tell me about your race. You were screaming fast. It took you a little bit to get up there, but when you did, man, you were gone.
Yeah, I about ate it. Going into three. I don't know why I hadn't done it at all in practice or anything, but when I got on the break, I just wanted to go around. I think I slid basically all of 3 and 4, but kept it from hitting anything. Yeah, it was a fast set. Jeremy spent a lot of time. We usually hop in and test together on Monday nights, but he even spent more time all throughout today adjusting it, and he did a great job because that thing was bad fast.
Being that it's an open setup, it's difficult to kind of get these sets where they are with no tape adjustments. It's all about front weight, about steering, about the way that these cars are forced to be drivable, so to speak, right now, without any real input from NASCAR on these things. You guys are able to go out there and wheel it, a second and a half faster than what NASCAR times are when it comes to the A Cup car. Is it a testament of these things being super sucked to the ground, or is it just kind of just the way that you kind of expect these things to drive in the future?
I have no idea, to be honest. They're a strange car. They're fun, but they seem, like you said, there's no data from NASCAR yet. They seem kind of wild. They're kind of numb. By the time you feel it coming around, it's almost too late. Whereas in the current car, you can reel it in a bit more. So I'm not sure why they're so much faster. I don't know.
Well, I tell you what, I think at the short tracks they went from 554 horsepower to 750 horsepower. So it's still bad fast around the track. Seeing you guys red line in fifth gear is absolutely insane to me. Congratulations on the race win, nonetheless, man. I get to see you here in Victory Lane, and I know that Mike was out there watching as well. So much grace. He was telling me about the 80-mile-an-hour winds that you had from Hurricane Ike.
Yeah, I wasn't actually up here for that. I was down in Daytona for the Cup race, so I was heading up while all that was going on up here. I was headed back home, so I had to drive through some storms in Georgia and Tennessee, which were fun.
Oh, absolutely, man. Well, congratulations once again. And Bristol next week, what do you got? Think you're gonna try to repeat short track racing?
Yeah, definitely gonna try to repeat. We the Spire team definitely is pretty fast at these short tracks, so hopefully we can repeat. You know what? As long as me and Jeremy are in the top 3 together again, I'll be happy with that, no matter how the finishing order is.
Yeah, it works for me, my man. All right, well, congratulations once again, and your time to shine. Give your shout-outs out there. Appreciate you jumping up here with me.
Yeah, shout out to you, first off, for broadcasting these things. You put on a great show. Everyone watching, including my dad. No, he's watching. All the admins and drivers in the league. It's nice to go green flag all the way. That's always fun. Everyone on the team, Jeremy, not only Jeremy, like he said in his interview, Austin Edwards Setup Shop. He gets in there and helps us build some of these sets. Like I said, Jeremy, you, race control, everyone watching. I think I got everybody. I don't think I'm forgetting anybody.
I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody getting out here and driving. It's sometimes it's yeah. I was talking about it earlier with the shorter field. Sometimes weather just kind of plays a big factor, especially whenever most of our drivers come from the southeastern portion of the country, or they get forest fire weather over in California. We get the West Coast and the southeastern portion of the United States, and it just seems like bad storms come in and takes out half the field.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that until we got in the race tonight, and I was like, "There's only 12 of us in here." And then Jeremy mentioned, yeah, there were some people dealing with some issues from the hurricane. So, hope everyone down there is all right and they get everything squared away, and like to see them back on track.
Absolutely, my man. All right, my friend. I'll see you next week at Bristol, and appreciate you very much.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Mike Sturgill Jr., the number 77 in that Chevy. He wins it here and gives a lot of credit to all the people around. And I tell you what, these drivers are absolutely insane to be able to go this fast around these tracks. I mean, we're driving 155 miles an hour into a corner, and then you see him celebrating a little bit more right there. It's just, and now the engine blows. He was doing such a great job. No, totally joking. All right, folks. We love and appreciate you. Remember, go to johnbetlem.com, also ryco-motorsports.com. Get yourself taken care of with some setups out there. Congratulations to the race winners. Points will be updated via iRacing for these guys, so we'll have those updates next week. They're moving on to Bristol, and here pretty soon, I'm getting some stuff situated over here at Signature Esports. We're going to go back to maybe doing some live racing for ourselves as well. Here in a couple of months, we'll have our league starting back up as well. So, but in the meantime, in between time, make sure that you checking out some of our other folks that are out there broadcasting. Check out all the folks that are on iRacing. They're absolutely amazing. iRacing.com. Start your membership today. Get yourself a wheel and pedal setup. You can get one pretty inexpensively. You could do a pretty decent job of getting that stuff out there. So, but remember that if you're going to do open races, ryco-motorsports.com. Check out their setups. Get their season pass. Do what you can over there. Have some fun with it. We love and appreciate everybody that gives us a like and a follow out there, and all the views are just absolutely insane. So, I can't thank you enough. We're going to be off until Sunday. We'll be back with the Kickin' Asphalt Truck Series. Then Monday we'll be back with the IVRL Pinkett Ford Truck Series. Then back next Tuesday, Bristol Motor Speedway here for the eNASCAR Racing Association. My name is Jason with Signature Esports. I want to thank everybody for tuning in each and every week, and give us a like and follow on all the platforms. If we get time to do some gaming, we'll do some gaming. If I don't, I will see you next time. Have a good afternoon, good evening, and a good morning.